morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, ninjas. How are you? Hey, I'm really excited. We have a special show today. Normally we do a show, something to do with digital media, something about going out and selling. But a lot of you have written me and texted me and sent me emails saying, hey, I want to get to know you guys a little bit more. Tell us a little bit about your backgrounds, how you got into this space. Give me, just a little more information on you and Ivan. We've been doing the show now for over 20 some odd weeks. A lot of you guys keep on reaching out to us. So I thought today, we're going to actually change it around a little bit. I'm just going to interview Ivan. Why don't you pop up on the screen? And part of this is, so as a ninja out there, think about this. Not everything has to be a didactic presentation. Not everything has to be taking it from something that's happening at a physical event, right? And then syndicating it, even though we're all about, streaming it live, streaming it to Facebook, syndicating your content. Doesn't matter where it's going to go. But every now and then, it'd be really nice to have an interview. And I'm a big fan is when you go out and you do these events, also get some interview stuff. Get some stuff that's a little bit different that I can't get, even if I was physically at the event. So today, I'm going to interview Ivan in a rapid fire. So Ivan, I'm going to ask you questions. I want fast responses. Okay. You're going to give them to me. Doesn't matter if there's no right or wrong. Okay. I even wrote the questions down today.
Oh, if you had written them down, you should have shared them with me.
No, that would give it all.
Generate a little fodder.
Nope, fodder, that's a great word.
Who is your father?
All right, so as we know, he's not a stand-up comic. All right, so the first question I ask everyone this when I do interviews is I want to know a little bit about the man, right? So Ivan, how old were you when you had your first job, and what was the first job?
I was 14 years old.
Yep.
And I was working at a log flume in Seaside Heights.
Huh, you worked at a log flume? Were you the guy that could say, sit here and then you pull the lever?
No, I worked up on top.
So were you the lever puller?
You know what? I had to hold the logs. I held the log, Ben, until...
Oh, so it was before it was mechanical. So there wasn't it was like, and you gave the push?
Water was flowing, and you would hold the log. When the other log cleared, you let that log...
What'd you make an hour?
Jeez, minimum wage. It was like probably under $5 at that time.
All right, when you started your job, what was the first thing you bought with your first paycheck?
I bought probably a BMX Plus magazine, or surfing magazine.
So you like to surf?
I love to surf, yeah.
All right, and you grew up down the shore? Where'd you grow up?
Down the shore, in Tom's River.
So you're a Jersey boy?
I am, but I don't get a lot of chances to surf these days, but I do every summer. I do a few times, so it's great.
All right, next question. Married, single?
I am married. I have 2 kids. I have a 3-year-old daughter and a 1-year-old son.
Their names?
Addison and Weston.
All right, I've actually seen them. I've actually met these kids. They're beautiful kids.
Oh, thanks.
They look a lot like his wife. They do. I mean,
I married up.
You don't. We all married up. If you ever met my wife, I totally married up. So there's nothing wrong with marrying up. How long have you been married?
5 years.
How'd you meet your wife?
At a Yankees game through friends.
Like you were all together?
Yeah, we were both dating other people at the same time.
Love at first sight?
Yeah, it took 2 years or 2 months of being friends. We sort of broke off the other relationships, and we got together.
Favorite food?
It's probably, living in Jersey, probably pizza, or when I'm in SoCal, it is Mexican.
Okay.
Fish tacos or tacos in SoCal, and pizza when I'm in New York and New Jersey.
Your favorite pizza place in New York City?
Luzo's on 13th and 1st.
All right. Your average lunch? What do you have for lunch most days?
Salads.
Okay. With what's in it? Salmon, right? You're a salmon-eating salad guy.
Salmon or chicken. But I'm big into kale now. Kale with a little carrot, ginger.
You know what's really fascinating about it? Where was kale 10 years ago?
That's a really good question.
Did it exist?
It just grew in people's backyards, and we stepped on it while we played ball.
The other thing fascinating about like Brussels sprouts, Ivan, it's like when I was a kid, no one, I think up until like 5 years ago, no one knew how to cook a Brussels sprout. But now they're amazing. No one ever thought, oh, let's put a little bacon with them. It's going to be really good. Let's fry them up.
Kale wrapped in Brussels sprouts.
Right? So,
bacon.
All right. So, do you like to cook?
Love to cook.
Last book you read?
Last book I read was probably by Gary Vaynerchuk.
Oh, was it Jab, Jab, Punch, or what was it?
It was Jab, Jab,
Hook or something. Right hook?
Right hook, yeah.
What'd you get out of it? Number one thing you got out of the book?
You don't have to bombard your client. You can give them free stuff. You can become their friends, and then you don't have to be mysterious and you don't have to be devious. You can literally organically become friends with your client or your friends, and then it will come. It will gradually come.
Do you read a lot?
I do read a lot. Yeah.
Mostly self-help, sales.
Yeah, but more so, I actually do books on tape
Do you?
because I commute and I can read it while.
But
I
you know
walk.
how to read.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Not very well.
So it's perfect commuting. I'm a big fan. I'm a huge podcast fan. Love listening to things while I'm at the gym or I'm commuting. It's actually a great way to retain. You know, and I still like to read things on paper.
It's great.
All right. So we asked you what your favorite book was. The last book you read. Favorite book.
Favorite book.
Like book that had the most profound effect on you.
Oh, jeez. Forget the name of it.
Okay.
It was by
Real profound effect. Yeah.
Malcolm. The author was Malcolm.
Malcolm Gladwell.
Yes. Well, he has 3
Outliers?
books out. Outliers. Love that book.
10,000 Rule.
Yes.
Who recommended that book to you?
I believe his name was Ben Choder. It was a really good book. I mean,
It's an incredible book.
Still talk about that book today.
All right, so give me something that you've done to make you better at your job selling digital media. Like what helped you?
I have to say, being in the industry for 7 years, I've actually done so many.
No, you know what I think it is? I'm actually even going to talk for you. One thing that I'm most proud of that you did, you took a Toastmasters course. Right? Because he went from a technology side. Ivan has gone out and encoded over 1,000 live events. I've gone on site, produced events, done everything on the tech side. But, so the question was, when you were going into the sales side, what did you do to make yourself better?
Toastmasters was it. I mean,
Number one thing you got out of Toastmasters.
Have the confidence to public speak, have the confidence to get up there, whether it be a panel, whether it be a big presentation or a small presentation, but understand people, engaging, reading the audience, and networking afterwards. These are huge, huge tools, and I didn't really have them sharpened, but Toastmasters really helped me. Yeah.
All right. Favorite movie? You could give him one or two if you want.
Okay, so I mean, obviously Star Wars growing up as a kid,
Yep.
everyone loved Star Wars, but I mean, Anchorman, I am constantly quoting out of Anchorman.
You stay
Love
classy,
that
San
movie.
Diego.
Ron Burgundy, he's the greatest.
Favorite sport?
American football,
All right.
New York Jets.
Jet fan. All right.
Yes.
Here's a question for you. You could have dinner with any 3 people in you. Any. Live, dead, doesn't make a difference. Future, made up, comic, doesn't make a difference. Who you having dinner with?
Richie Finesco.
Okay. From Vinyl.
From Vinyl.
Okay.
So,
That's the made up
yeah,
one. All right. Who else?
That's what's the real character's name? Carnival.
Carnival.
Yeah.
Right. Who else?
Probably Tony Soprano.
Okay. Tony Soprano.
Tony Soprano. I mean,
Okay.
these are made up characters.
No, that's okay. It can be real or made up. Why not? Yeah.
But a real one would be, I would have to say, Mick Jagger.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
That is an eclectic. And what kind of food would you go out for?
you know what? Whatever Mick would want, and you know what? As long as Mick sports the bill,
I'm guessing since he's the only real person there that he is going to pay for the bill. So, favorite television show or 2 shows?
Like Billions and Game of Thrones at this point right now.
Okay.
Yeah, awesome shows.
Politically, what do we think this year's election? Do you have a prediction?
So here's the thing: I don't care about upsetting people because I mean I think it's fun.
Okay.
Yeah, but I honestly don't care. I honestly don't think it's going to make a difference.
Okay.
Isn't that crazy?
So you don't think your vote's going to make a difference either way, or you don't think either are going to be great
But here's
choices?
the real. I have 2 kids right now. They're
Yep.
young. I've just started a new career. I don't have time. I haven't seen CNN, and I've also cut the cord. I've cut the cord to cable TV, so I don't really watch TV. I haven't seen any update. I don't even think I've seen Hillary or Donald.
Which leads me to the next question.
What's up?
What do you love about digital media, and where do you think the future is?
Okay, so I think the future of digital media is hands down going to be over the top, OTT, because
And OTT, just so you all know, is ABC, CBS, NBC. That's terrestrial television, right? Regular TV was we were kids, right? Then came cable, right? And OTT is everything on top of that, whether it's a Roku, an Apple TV, a Samsung Smart TV, Hulu, Netflix. That's OTT.
because that's all I do now. And if that's all I do, you have to start asking yourself, that's probably all the millennials are doing. That's all people are coming into, it's coming of age. And if you stop doing stuff, other people are probably they're stopping that as well. So you have to start asking yourself, where's the direction going? It is OTT, and I guarantee you that you guys are all going to start cutting your cords. This $150 a month for absolutely nothing, where you can get for free on OTT. You can start thinking smart. And that's what we're doing as a generation. The millennials aren't spending that money. And guess what? That's where it's all at. The webcasting, it's awesome. It's going to be here to stay. But OTT is on the rise, guys.
All right, if you weren't doing this for a living and you could do anything you want, what would you do?
I would probably be a professional. I would love to be a sports anchor.
Would you?
I would love to be a sports anchor.
Okay.
Yeah. But
For
I mean,
football, baseball, what it has to be what sport? Any sport?
I mean, American football. It's what I love.
I like you to preface it American football.
Well, you know, there could be. We have a very international audience, so they could be like, "Yeah, I love soccer," but it's American football.
All right, Ivan, I have time for one more question for you. And then you have one question to ask me. You get to ask the presenter a question. All right, what kind of food? Salty or sweet? What are you into? And I'm saying this so you audience members, you fans of Ivan's, can send him gifts.
Ooh, I love the
So
way
what
that
is it?
is. I'm a salty sweet guy, but if I have to choose,
Pick
I'm
one.
gonna ride the fence here, guys. I'm a sweet guy. I love
And I'm a salty guy. I'm all about salt.
salty sweet.
So that's I'm telling you, I can live on cheese, bread, and wine.
Yeah.
All right, wine or
It's
beer?
interesting.
What are you more into?
Last time I went camping,
Yep.
that's what we brought. Cheese, bread, and wine. That's the only
There
thing
you
we
go.
brought camping.
What are you more into? Beer or wine? What's your?
You know, I go back and forth on this. For the summertime, I'm more of a beer guy. I love red wine. I'm more red wine than white wine, so I'll go beer during the summer.
Do you like to cook?
Love to cook.
Barbecue or regular?
I love barbecuing. If it's going to be regular, it's going to be
Okay.
probably Mexican. I like to mix it up a lot, but barbecue.
Favorite designer?
And I'd say American barbecue.
Favorite designer?
Hugo Boss.
What are you wearing now?
Hugo Boss.
All right, you can ask me one question before we wrap this up.
Okay.
Only one question, and spit it out. Let's go.
When was your first when was the first time you public spoke, and were you any good at it?
No, I was awful at it, and I'm still awful at it. And I think the first time I ever public spoke was in my fraternity in high school, in college.
Oh, you know what?
I
actually-
hosted an event
spoke
and
publicly. I don't think public spoke is actually a
public. Yeah,
product,
well, I still obviously you can tell I can't do it, but that's probably the first time. And I still get really nervous about it, still today. And I think it's the greatest thing in the world. I love doing it, but it gets me. And I think anything you do that you have a passion for, you still get excited about. And anything you do, my advice to anyone is do stuff you have a passion about. But yeah, and learn how to speak in public. It's really important. I think every kid, I think they should teach public speaking in school. I think they should, every kid should go out for a school play and be on stage. And it's also a great way to embrace your fears.
No, you're so right.
But that was a really good question, yes. That was good. I didn't expect that to be. Thought you were going to ask me something like, I have no idea, but I didn't think it was going to be that. But here, the whole concept of today's broadcast was, hey, we're showing you digital media. This is more of an interview thing. And as I said in the top of the show, it's not just about doing a live broadcast and regurgitating for audience. It's not just about didactic with slides. It's not just about using this beautiful capture box. It's about creating content that your audience is going to be interested in. It doesn't have to be long form, it can be short form. But the bottom line is, engage with your audience. And just like with your customers, when you're out there selling, physically selling, ask questions. Everything doesn't have to be about how many, what color, what's my product, this is why we're better. Get to know people. Trust me, having a relationship with someone that you're selling to or working with or partnering with goes a really long way. Ivan, I'm going to let you take us home.
Thanks, Ben.
That's my gift to you today.
I appreciate it. Well, guys, I want to thank Ben for taking the time to interview me, and thank you guys for listening to a very boring interview. But, guys, we keep meeting every week, and we keep growing together, and we always say the same thing at the end of every broadcast.
What show?
It is cuckoo cuckoo, and we will see you next time. And maybe I'll interview Ben next time.
Wow, that'd be really exciting. All right, so from Ben and Ivan, have a great week, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks, man.
All right, ready? Get back to my video,
All right.
because I'm the star. Are you recording? I hope you are. I hope you're recording, because I want the world to see how foolish you sound. Okay? Is that okay? Is it okay for them to see how foolish you sound? I mean, this is what you're doing.
This is what I do.
I mean,
Sassy shepherd.
like why? Like, why is that what you're saying? And who's a sassy shepherd?
The sassy shepherd.
No. Seriously,
You know-
what is a sassy shepherd? Wow.
I'm shepherd.
Okay, so what?
Sassy
No.
shepherd.
What is a sassy shepherd? This is
Since
what
it's
I put up with every single show. This is my life. Come on, welcome to my life.
Oh.
All right. Wow. You are kind of boring.
Hi, I'm kind of boring. I like to do nothing. No, you don't do that.
I suck. I suck. Let's do it over.
No. I'm totally
Take
teasing
one.
you. I'm
Alright,
totally
let's do
teasing
this
you.
one. That's awesome. Awesome story, guys.
Oh my god.
That's a spicy meatball!